talk show, and this is the third time I've worked at recording. Pinestead Reef Resort. That's pine, like pine tree stead, like homestead, put them two together. Pinestead and reef, like Great Barrier Reef. So Pinestead, second word is reef, third word resort. Pinestead Reef Resort out of Traverse City, Michigan. This is where I'm at. I'm in their 2-bedroom, they call it rooms, but I get to tell you it's just like an apartment. It's actually a really nice apartment that's totally comfortable. I don't have to worry about breaking anything, but I don't have to worry about walking in and going, ew. In fact, my impression has been the outside looks like a regular hotel from the front of the road, but the moment you step in, I get to tell you, the first thing I thought was, oh, it's a hidden gem. It's a hidden gem hidden in the rough that looks like everybody else's, and then you step in, and I stepped in, and my view out the back just blew me away. I'm right on the water, folks. I've got beach right outside my patio. After a little bit of grass, then I've got beach. Like 15 feet of grass, then 100 to 200 feet of beach. And then I'm in the water, which is pristine, by the way. So if you haven't gotten a chance to, if you haven't been up here, you really want to come up here. And tomorrow we're going to do an interview with the owner. We're going to be seeing military and interviewing them. We're also going to be going out and interviewing the owner of Traverse Bay Farms, so you can actually hear about that. There's some things coming, folks, that you really deserve to be paying attention to. If you've heard about, me pushing about the fact that you can use food, get yourself off the processed foods, get yourself away from the chemicals, it'll help. Watch Traverse Bay Farms, because things are coming. And when I'm ready to announce it, I will, I promise. But on top of that, we'll also be interviewing a World War II veteran, and we'll be going around and just we'll be doing not only live broadcasts, but we'll also be doing video. So we'll be filming everything, and we're going to be doing stills, which will be uploaded, so you can actually see what I'm living in tonight for the next 3 days, actually. I'll be leaving on Wednesday. We're going to have a dinner on Tuesday night. If you're a veteran that's in the area, come to Pinestead Reef. I suggest that you call me so I can tell you the time. Pinestead Reef Resort. The dinner will be open to the first come, first serve. I get to tell you, I'm not feeding the whole world, but it is a potluck. So you bring something, I'm going to make some stuff, and we're just going to have this great meal because we're creating it together. And we're just going to laugh and talk, and and it of course will be recorded. We'll be putting it on the radio for you to share your stories. That's why we're here. It's also why we have the GoFundMe.com the PTSD retreat fundraiser going on right now. Again, that link is GoFundMe.com, and that's go, don't stay here, go fund, like give me money, please, fund me, as in the PTSD retreat. So GoFundMe.com /the PTSD retreat, because we want to continue doing this. We want to go all around the world, not just here in the U.S., reaching out to soldiers, and we've already got things lined up in the for the UK. We get to go over to Australia, going to Afghanistan, but the funding needs to be there. Not to mention the 28 retreats that are lined up for this year, and you're going to see the number 168,000 there. By the way, that was before we got updates. We're looking at a lot more than that, because every single dime that comes in here is going towards making these retreats, and not just that, but it's getting the supplies, making sure it stays at no cost to veterans as much as possible. I mean, if we can pay for the flights, we'll even do that, because we feel that veterans have given the ultimate price. Not only that, but we want to be able to reach anyone and everyone that's struggling with PTSD. And I just want you to know, we have been doing this for 2 years without funding. It wasn't until this year that I actually started getting funding and private donations, but we have now grown so much that we need help. And I'm asking you guys to support the PTSD retreat by, just $12. If you can do $12, that's not even a lunch nowadays. $12. If you can do $12 a month, that's even better, but just $12. If we have enough people doing that, we'll have our funding. one of the reasons why we're actually doing it through fundraisers instead of going to the big companies is because there's nothing better for a veteran to hear that they're supported by their fellow Americans. And I get to tell you, most of the funding that's come through so far for this year has been through fellow Americans, fellow soldiers who want to take care of their own. And so I'm asking you to support this, because we're going to get as many stories as we can. And I'm getting to tell you, I'm going to do it no matter what, but your funding will make it a lot easier, and we'll be able to reach a lot more people. So that includes a tour around the U.S. It includes retreats in multiple different states. I think it's like 17 or 18 states, and much, much more. So before this kicks me off again, before we lose this service up here in Traverse City, Michigan, thank you so much for listening. Watch us over the next 2 days, Monday and Tuesday. And on Wednesday I'll be leaving here and heading back, but you want to watch the PTSD retreat page, and you definitely want to watch this, this radio station, as well as thankyouforyourservice.us and Talking with Heroes program on blogtalkradio.com/talkingwithheroes1, and that is a number 1. All right, thank you guys so much for listening. Have a great night. This is Nicole Johnson Starr with the PTSD Retreat Radio Talk Show. And oh, by the way, you can call in and talk to us on the show. For the number, get a pencil or pen or something to write with, lipstick on a window. The number is 646-414-3462, and just hit 1, and that will actually put you into us during the show. So all right, that's everything, and I believe the show starts at, you'll go, so I don't give you a wrong time, go to thankyouforyourservice.us, as in the United States, thankyouforyourservice.us, to get the actual times on when it will be broadcasting. That way you can actually call in at that time. Until then, you can actually reach me at 801-580-1976. You can do that throughout the next 2 days. And those calls, whatever you call in with, I will actually record it and we'll put it on the show. So thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you so much for supporting us. Again, go to gofundme.com/the PTSD retreat. And again, thank you for serving and for listening, and have a great evening. I know I am. And again, don't forget, Google Pinestead Reef Resort, Traverse City, Michigan, to see where I'm at. This has been Nicole Johnson Starr with the PTSD Retreat Radio Talk Show. Good night, all.